Welcome to Transformation Tuesday number 7. Today we're going to talk about one of the most frequently asked questions I get. Why would I want to get off my medicine? More specifically, today it's going to be why would I want to get off my asthma medicine, right? And it's a good question because we enjoy breathing. We enjoy breathing without wheezing. We enjoy not having attacks that limit what we can do. Um, and we enjoy being able to do whatever we want to while we're taking medicine. But what you don't realize is that as your doctors increase in your medicine, your lung function, even though your scores are good, your lung tissue and function itself is actually getting worse. Okay, I would say this is across the board. This is everybody, I think. If you're continually having to up your medication, and that's because your lungs aren't working as good as they should be, and your body isn't working as good as it should be. So you're bringing your lung function up because you're bringing your medication up. So they kind of go hand in hand. So if you take your medication away, what happens to your lung function? It still stays where it's at. You may end up having problems breathing because you're not taking the medicine to allow that to happen. But if you're making lifestyle changes and you're doing the things we recommend, the last couple of days we posted the 5 things that we believe you have to do to get rid of your medicine, which is regularly visit a chiropractor, supplement correctly, eat the right kind of foods, sleep better. What's the 5th one? Man, I'm drawing a blank. Holy cow. Well, just drew a blank. Oh, exercise, right? So if you're doing those 5 things as you're decreasing your medicine, your lung function is going to stay where it is, and it's going to continue to actually improve while your medicine can actually come down, right? So why is that important? Because your lungs will eventually become a problem, okay? You will eventually have problems years down the road. You will be one of those people on oxygen because your lungs have deteriorated so much that they can't exchange oxygen properly, and you need to supplement that. That's what happens. That's the facts of life. If you have asthma and you're continually upping your medication, that is where you're headed. You're headed to being dependent on having oxygen with you everywhere. That's not fun. My grandpa had it. He had asthma. He had chronic obstructive COPD. All that, and he had oxygen with him everywhere he went. Eventually, and in any of the time, it's not fun. Not being able to breathe isn't fun. But what if you would take the steps right now to change your lifestyle and to change your life, to take steps to get off that medicine so you can actually change the trajectory of where you're going, because you're going to that if you have asthma. If you're taking medicine now, the likelihood that you're going to, and depending on medicine alone, the likelihood you're going to oxygen is almost guaranteed. So that's why, in my opinion, right? We want to age well. We want a quality of life that is good as we get older, right? We don't want the golden years being the golden years because it's costing us everything and because of money, right? We need to transform the way we think about asthma and about medicine and disease in general to where we look at options on how to get off that. You can't continually just depend on medicine to make you healthy, because just because you think you're healthy when you're on medicine, that does not mean you actually are healthy. So that is why, in my opinion, we need to start thinking about getting off medicine with asthma. This is not something you do just cold turkey. Let me warn you about that. I'm not saying that you just stop your asthma medicine. I'm saying you have to do positive things along the way that allows you to wean your asthma medicine back, right? You don't need lung function tests to tell you how your asthma is. You know every night when you go to bed and how often you wake up, whether your asthma is good or not. So that's the reason why is to stop the aging process from just being a complete hassle and just a challenge all the time. To increase your quality of life as you age, and if you have a kid with asthma, I mean, obviously you don't want that for your child, to know that that's what's coming. So that's those are my thoughts for this Transformation Tuesday is to think about where you're going and how to course correct so you can actually do what you want